And we are recording.
All right. All right. So today is a day. I guess this video is going out a day late, but this is meeting number 6 of Mantequilla Soft. And as you guys can see, I'm playing around with my phone. I'm not on my laptop. Usually I'm on my laptop, but I forgot to charge it. And uh, and yeah, I'm having some fun also with some filters. So I might turn into a kitty mid conversation. Anyways, we didn't really have Tibbs last week when we had the meeting. He had personal stuff to take care of. Eddie and I did share some stuff that Tibfox was doing, but he's here this week. He's actually the one recording this meeting today. So hopefully the audio is going to be better than ever because I know my recordings haven't been that great. Um, but we have so much to talk about because so much work is being done. And Eddie and I also have some news for you guys that I think is going to make you happy. But we'll share that more a little bit later. So, anyways, the way that we always do it. So, I guess, Eddie, if you want to get started, I already sent you what I've been working on this week. I don't know if Queso did already, and I know Tibbs did already. But if you want to get started on what you have been working on this week.
Yeah, so this week I've been focusing on finishing one of the courses of the project management courses that I've been taking since I think October of last year. I don't remember the exact date, but it has been a lot of things that I had already been doing and things that I already knew, but some also many things that are new, and it's been a good experience, and but I'm focusing on finishing it as soon as possible. So one of the things that I did after learning all of this about project management was also to build a new spreadsheet to keep track of the priorities and the tasks, and that way we can see which things have the more impact, which things have require more or less effort, and also what things in general are priorities. So I've also been receiving some feedback from the community and sending it to you guys. Also, as every week I'm creating content or videos and content. And I've also made some subdomains for the things that for some of the services that we're doing. And what else? Well, this was not last week, but I've also have joined other developer communities to network and meet more people. That way, I could also uh, maybe find ways or tips to get a job and outside of this, and also keep contributing to all of this. And also the admin panel with the thing that we have added. I've also updated the admin panel, the spreadsheet. I still have to update the website. I think I'll do it using Cloud Code because I was using V0. So
Yeah.
I will use it. I will use it with Cloud Code. I've been learning how to something that I did yesterday. I took a course of how to use Cloud Code in a better way, and I learned about a lot of things.
Yeah, my brother has been teaching me also like skills and whatnot. I guess there's a way for you to fine tune it so that it more or less knows exactly how you want it to do the job. So it has like a built-in context. We can talk about that a little bit later too. But I agree. There's some people say, "Oh, it's AI. Just tell it what to do." But there's specific things you can do to fine tune it to your liking. Almost
Is
like
he?
making
I think that's called Skill MD. I
yeah
get
the skills. Yeah.
Skill
Hmm.
MD. It's just
Yeah,
like the different. Anyway, they call it Skill MD, but there are some other people that calls it rules. They call it rules, but it's still the same thing. You know, just like you setting up like the same, just like you setting up a rules that the AI follows, right?
Hmm.
When it's doing things. Just for example, you say, okay, always use arrow function when creating so kind of functions. So whenever you tell him
mhm.
to do something and he's taking that kind of, so he's going to obey those rules. He's not going to write anything outside arrow function doing anything for you,
Yeah,
right?
it's awesome because
Yeah, and you
it's
can
gonna give
create
you.
specific rules for a project. Mhm.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah,
create
like for example,
specific rules for a project or for all the projects
you,
you're working on.
you do it. You can do it per project, but there's a way. I guess my brother told me. I haven't dug deep enough. But there's a way to do like a general rule. But for example, one for us would be like we don't commit to main, for example. So like if you a rule
Hmm.
could be in the skills is like whatever feature we're doing, always start a new branch. That could be there. And that way
Hmm.
you don't
Yeah.
you're not it's not auto committing stuff to main and then you're like, oh crap, I have to do a checkout or rollbacks or anything like that. So you can put all that stuff there. Yes, so I agree. I think that's a very good use of your time, Eddie, because uh, the better we are using these tools, the better we leverage them, the faster we can
Hmm.
progress, and more importantly, the we can get more done spending less time, which is
Hmm.
the hard thing to do, right? Because I mean, you could build something amazing if you don't sleep, but imagine you being able to in 2 or 3 hours, draft an idea and execute, which that's I guess where we're headed. Um, so it makes sense. So I think it's a very very good thing that you're doing, learning how to use this properly. I'm gonna have to ask you to teach me what you learned.
Check the last post that I made. There's a course there that is for free, and it
Nice.
gives you a certificate, including it gives you a
Oh,
certificate that you can put on your LinkedIn.
that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's something that I still have to learn more about, but there's something called hooks that uh, you can set them up to be activated before you do something or after you do something, but you can customize them.
Yeah. I got to tell you something, guys, and then this is to inspire you too. I received a message. I mean, I don't know exactly when. I forgot, but I saw it like right before coming onto this hangout from Deathwing saying that they approved me to get cloud code from the dev fund. So I mean, he said, which one do you want? And I was like, I want to use cloud code. So I'm saying this so you guys apply too, because I've said it in my post that I wanted you guys to also get access to these tools, and I think there's no doubt that we are contributing to Hive, and and everything that we're building benefits the ecosystem. So I'm sure you guys are going to get it approved too. So I think you all should, and the post doesn't have to be uh, anything too complicated. I made it like simple. You just write a blog of who you are and what you're doing. That's it, in any format you want. Because at the end, I think they're gonna look at our reposts and and those are gonna speak louder than any post that you make. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
yeah, so I hope to see you guys also submit your application. And let me tell you this, I and this with this we can move on to you, Kessa. But if you guys don't apply, then projects that are already DHF funded are going to apply, and they're probably going to get it. And I'm
No,
not saying that that's a horrible thing, but that wasn't the plan, because I already have a budget to do this, and so we don't. So it makes sense to me that people that are not DHF funded have priority. But if you guys don't apply, then it's just not going to happen, right? So
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna apply.
I'm applying now. I intend applying this week. Yeah, within
awesome,
2 months.
Kesso.
Yeah.
I
All
will
right, Kesso.
stay
So you want to go
independent.
on next? You want to
Okay.
stay independent? Tip?
Yeah.
You're not forced to. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah, I
completely up
know.
to you. I think
Yeah.
in the case of Eddie Kessel and I think because we rely so much on what we produce on Hive, then this can make a big difference to our monthly budget. You know, and I'm not trying to sound like a victim here, but it's just spending $200 on AI tools. It's not change for us.
Yeah, yeah, look,
But
yeah,
uh,
sure.
yeah, realities are different for different people. So it's
Yeah.
fine. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm just saying it's there. And again, if you guys don't apply, if nobody applies, because I was reading the conversation in the chat. So like it's not that they told me, I read it. It's in general. You guys can go read it too. That if there's not enough people applying, they're going to start giving it to projects that are DHF funded already, and if those guys don't apply enough, then they're just gonna give it to people that are working for block trades already. So I mean, makes me go like, oh, that was kind of the purpose, because you were trying to decentralize more development, and then you're gonna go back into, but whatever. I'm not gonna argue. All right, so Kesso, if you wanna go next.
All right, all right, guys. So today, okay, what I'm presenting today, right, at this point on the audio system, I've gotten up to, let me say, 95% to wrap up for the audio system, right? And any other thing I'll be saying that is left, right? It's not something that I can wrap up as quick as possible. So today, this week, sorry, let me say last week, we're in a new week already. So I've been working on the upload system. I worked on the upload system. So right now you can actually upload your thumbnail, add tags, and you can also add your palm link. Right, it's optional. You can add your palm link, right, and you can upload your post. So now those audios are not having thumbnail, right? But any audio that is not having any thumbnail will be showing the wave, those audio wave on the audio cards. So I also created a feed called the group feed. So on that feed, you're able to show the trending audios, the new audios, just like the way we have on the just like the way we have it on the video system. We have the home group feed. So exactly something, so you can show the new audios, trending audios, and think one other, if you think the latest audio or something. Yeah, no, but the podcast. Yeah. So that will be displaying over there. So on now also on the channel, we now have the audio list. All right. So on the channel, when you go to the channel, just the way you see your videos, you also see your shirts. Now you're not going to see you're going to see your audio list. So you can check out the audio list and click on it, click into the audio player. So that's what I've worked so far for the week. So that's it.
All right, cool. One of the main focuses I had this week is very much connected to what Kesso was just talking about. So I guess I can go next real quick with what I've been doing, because a major part of my work this week has been um, upgrading the back end for the audio front end that we're building on top of 3Speak. And I also want to ask you guys something regarding this, because maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I have some ideas I wanna brainstorm with you guys as well. So because Kes was working on this front end side, I was working on the back end upgrading it. So there's a few things that we're missing from our audio service. I think most people know that audio snaps have been a thing for a few months. They obviously only work on Snappy for now. Hopefully, I can get the other front ends to integrate the player at least. But so the foundation for the audio platform was already there, but it didn't have everything we needed. So it didn't have um, a, a thumbnail. It didn't have categories. It didn't. I don't. I'm not even sure it had tags or even a good feed system. So now that all has been integrated to the back end, um, and it's backwards compatible. So that means that if anybody integrated audio snaps, which I think is Snappy, and then there's one more app that a friend of Eddie's has also audio snaps, it should be working without any changes. But now we have all the features that we need in order to make a full blown um, audio platform, very much like D Sound, including the entry of perm links, so that you could 100% integrate it to Hive, and retrieve comments and all that good stuff that you expect from an audio platform. Um, on this front, I don't know if Ketso might require a little bit of assistance of how you are doing the payloads tips, so that you could also submit to our backend the final perm link, because I think that's the one missing piece of the equation. Just like you are doing with shorts, it's basically the exact same idea. But That way we don't have to create I guess a audio hunter like we have a video hunter for shorts, um, because we would use the front end to create all the audio entries that are possibly going to be um, the only ones that are going to show up in the front end because I'm not sure this is correct. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. We don't really want to do audio snaps in the platform because audio snaps is a conversation between people. They're gonna be like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing today?" Who really wants that on a playlist? But so now in the feeds, you can filter them out by categories. So you have, for example, music, you have podcasts, you have interviews. We can add more categories as it goes. And then, but the idea would be that all of those, because they get uploaded through our decentralized audio platform, they would go in already with a category and already in with a perm link, and that way they can be retrieved from 3speak.tv/audio, or if we do another subdomain for it, I'm not sure. We can discuss that as well. Um, but but that's already built, so all the back end is already good to go. That's one of the things that I worked on. The other thing that I've been working on, and it was easy at first, and now I'm having other challenges that I can't seem to figure out. I think most people know that some months ago I switched from hosting all the images for Snappy in Cloudinary. I was using Cloudinary and moved it to Images Hive blog. And the reason for that is honestly it was cost because Cloudinary had a free tier, but I ate it up like that, like so fast. And and Asgard is the main dev from Peakd, that I was doing something, he deemed unnecessary, that I could just use the image server from Hive and that way completely get rid of the overhead of having to handle my own images. Um, so I made the swap, and then Cloudinary stayed as a fallback, and then Cloudinary, I guess, because I didn't renew or I didn't pay. I don't even know. They closed my account, so it doesn't even work. So one of the things that I ended up doing, I put it to Images Hive blog, and I killed all the code to Cloudinary because we're not using it anymore. And then about 4 or 5 days ago, Images Hive blog stopped working. As of right now, it's still not working. I've already contacted GTG about it. He's the one that usually handles the legacy stuff, so Hive blog and the image server and what have you. And he says everything looks right on his end. So he says that's a DC issue. That data center is has some problems. I don't even know what that means, honestly. What does that mean? I can see the server, but it does. I don't understand. Maybe Tibfox has more experience there, but I'm like, if it was completely down, then I get it. But no, but okay. At any rate, Images Hive blog is down. So this week I did something kind of crazy that I didn't think we were ever going to need. But I'm glad it happened because this makes all of our systems a lot more robust. And I made our own image server. So as of right now, 3Speak has an image server too. It's on the subdomain images.3speak.tv. It's very simple to use, and I am doing as with many things that I have built. I love to go for simple because simple is better. It's less likely to break. So what this image server does is you need an API key to upload to it, so nobody can unless it's an approved application from us or by us. So we can generate keys for other people, obviously. But it's whatever you upload to it, it gets converted to a WebP image, so it's compressed automatically, ready for web delivery. And it even has a smart converter so that if you upload an animated GIF, it creates a WebP animated. But everything else, so like if you're uploading images from iPhone or any other thing with a hike or whatever, it auto converts, so it should be compatible all the way around. And it doesn't have a proxy just yet. I don't think we need it because of my little WebP trick. Now, if you're a photographer and you do really high res pictures, you might hate it, but that's not the that's not the goal of our image server. Our image server is there so that the show goes on. If images Hive blog goes down, or if it continues to go down, but the thing about making this change, which again I did it. It took me maybe 4 or 5 hours to get the MVP running, and then maybe another day to integrate it to our system. Um, with all the tests and try not to break stuff. Doing it right. I think I learned my lesson. Um, but one of the things that I'm having issues with is the front ends are still using images Hive log as a proxy. So what ends up happening is that the website that is down that has the proxy image server attempts to resize, reformat an image hosted by us, and that server is down. So you're getting all these broken thumbnails all over blogs. We had a Raven Music sent a message to Eddie. She was kind of upset that all the thumbnails are broken. We apologize. I apologize, but it's not really us. You know, if you're using 3Speak TV right now and you upload a video, uh, the thumbnail is going to make it, because now we have a three-tier system. I don't know if it gets any stronger than that. We have the Images Hive blog as the first place to upload the thumbnail right now down, so it won't work. Then we have images3speak.tv as a second place to upload the thumbnail. It will work, but let's just say like the planets aligned and that fails, then it's going to upload to our IPFS supernode, and then for sure. So if all those three fail, then shut down your computer, go to sleep, because it's not a good day to do content. Something's going on. So we have we have that going on now, and that's already deployed and good to go. And of course, a lot of the things that I did are because of the integrating of that. So our image, not our image, our video uploader service, which is the one that you use when you go to 3speak.tv, that takes the images for you and then decides to upload. That's been already upgraded. That's deployed. That's running. And I also began working on something that I'll share with you guys a little bit later, because I started to think more and more about the audio server, about the image server, all the little things that we're building on this one particular VPS, and I have an idea of what we could do with it. But we'll talk about that a little later. Uh, so I guess. Oh, and I guess the last thing. For Snappy, the last thing I'm working on for Snappy, and I don't think I sent that in my report to. Oh, did I send it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. But I think I finally got it approved. I think, because my brother with code, I think I've said that already 10 times in these hangouts. He just closes my pull request. It's like, this is horrible. Just closes it. So I'm doing multi-account integration for Snappy. I'm gonna start. This is the foundation for having wallet functions on Snappy. So that's already. I think it's approved. And the other projects that I'm doing with my brother are so close to being done. I can't wait to show you guys when that is done. So close. I'm probably gonna have him move the repos this week. I'm gonna ask him to move them so you guys can look at it, but we won't make them public until we have an MVP. But I think an end-to-end demo can be done today. Hopefully, if everything works, we can make a video and stuff. But the app is like so close. It's annoying because sometimes it works amazing and then all of a sudden stops, bug out, and then we can't figure it out. But it's been working good for a few days, so maybe we got it this time. And what else? And besides that, I've been trying to survive. This week has been crazy. So obviously, this is not related to Mantequilla, but we got flooded. Like my mother-in-law lost a computer. I mean, I took out 30 buckets of water from the house. 30 buckets. I mean, we got flooded. You guys have no idea. Uh, yeah, so it was a crazy thunderstorm, sideways rain, you name it. But still, got work done. All right, that's it for me. What about you, Tibbs? I know you've been doing a lot of awesome stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I won't cover everything here. And I don't know what you've covered already, but many people already
Very little.
noticed we have subtitles now. Something that is also important for Keso and for your background stuff, the subtitles are also done on audio. And part of the
Wow.
subtitles, what we did not use yet, is that we categorize content. So we have a category tree for common video categories like vlogs, podcasts, whatever, travels, and the subtitle bot is also categorizing those things. So you can even You can use the category the content creator is adding, but you can also use these other categories. I will still need to check them if they are good, and if they also if they fit audio content. But I think it's overlapping. Yeah. But other than that, I have done some crazy stuff. uh, we have we have talked about the editor already some weeks ago, and the editor is now in preview. It's live, basically. I will now test to show you. I don't know. Do you see this now? Oh no, you don't see. I have to share. Oh my god, it's confusing to have OBS and this Google Meets. This is not the correct one. Google Meets. Yeah, now I allow this, and now you see yourself, and now you see 3Speak, right?
It's loading.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's showing for me.
Ah, okay. Eddie, you also see it now?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
I can see it.
So I will give you a really short overview about the things I've done. So first of all, I reduced the sidebar to a compact view. So uploads are grouped and feeds are grouped because we probably not so many will go into the sidebar to navigate because they have this home feed. And I have also upload short. We will get to this and upload the
Hmm.
short editor. Before we dive into this, you see up here there is a stories section, which are shorts, but not only shorts from people you follow, from anyone. And you will see how many shorts they have created in the past 7 days, I think. So Sergio Mendes is again like crazy. And if you click on
Hmm.
them, you will land in basically the same like the short feed. I think many people already saw this, at least the people who tested it. Let me make this. And if you click on one creator, you can then
One second.
use the down and up arrows to navigate in this creator. And you can also use the left and right arrows to navigate to another creator. So you have basically
Okay.
a shorts feed which is navigatable in some sense. Someone has
Queso,
really
you
loud
wanna
wind
kill your
noise.
microphone, Queso? It's like really really loud. Yeah,
Oh
there
yeah,
you go.
thanks.
All right, thank you, buddy.
So this is basically a shorts view, but let's go to the super exciting things. Shorts editor. There is an iframe editor. There's a little guide. I will just skip this. Where you can add content or video files. Let me just quickly do this. Let's do this one. It is restricted to vertical video, maximum 60 seconds content. So we can handle it on the back end because this everything here is one front end and multiple backends. Right now we have editor 3speak.tv, we have 3speakeditor.okinoko.io, and more to come. And the front end will select one random node that is still available, and then this node will do the hard work. And to be gentle to the backend, we restricted it now to only vertical short form content. Um, and you can add multiple video tracks, add some text, add some images, whatever you want. I won't render it now because yeah, it's self-explanatory and it's just stealing our time. But it is working. It is on preview.3speak.tv already. And today I fixed a few other bugs, so I think we are good to go to release the preview very soon. um,
Question for you, Tibbs.
yeah.
You did. I think you were working on this, and maybe I want to bring this up in case somebody's concerned.
Mhm.
You can edit anybody's video,
Oh
but
yeah.
you can opt out of being editable, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you upload something, let me quickly just pick one. This is the wrong folder. I think it's in here. This is small enough. Proceed to thumbnails, proceed to details. Here, when you upload the content, we default it to true, so people can clip your content. This is not just in the shorts, it's also in long form video. You have this checkbox here basically, and you can turn it off. So if you don't want that anybody can use your content to engage with you, then just turn it off and hit proceed, and people will not be able to use the following integration, I hope. Yeah, Eddie didn't. Let me go to my own channel. I probably have it.
I think I was testing that.
Yeah, so here. Uh, if you go on a long form video, you will have clip video here underneath the view count. And with clip video, you can first set the start, so 0 seconds, obviously, and then the end. And then you create the clip and you land directly in the editor. It will upload the clip, encode the clip, so it's easier for you to work with. And then you can play around with it. And after you have done everything you want, then you just hit render. So basically, this way we can make a clip where you afterwards react. So like stitch incoming, it is called in Web 2. So you can stitch content, react to people, you can pick a long form guitar player, sing over it, and share it as short. These kind of things. So I'm really excited what people will do with it. And it's not only clipping long form content, you can also go into the shorts. Let me also go in my own channel and shorts, and yeah, let's just use this one. And if I have this option enabled as uploading person, then people can click remix. That's basically doing the same, but you are not selecting the from and end point, and then you can just play around with it. So if we, for example, make it smaller, put it up here, and I record my reaction to this awesome drone flight underneath, then let me close this. Then you can just make a video track, put this on top, and click here and record video on desktop. On mobile, we only have add file, and then you can record a video. So it's, I think,
Okay.
intuitive, and it is, like I said, it is restricted to vertical and 60 seconds, so it should be performant enough. I also tested it on my mobile, so it's working pretty good on mobile as well. Yeah, yeah. You guys, we can decide if we want to make this checkbox default to false, but I think it is. If I create a piece of content, it would be cool if people clip my content and share it again. Because
I agree. I
also,
agree. Well,
there's also one thing I want to mention. If people clip your content, you will be mentioned in their post, and they cannot, of course, they can edit the post afterwards, but it is hard coded into the post that it is a reaction or a clip of to your content. So you are still
it is.
credited automatically without people needing to remember it. Yeah.
No, that's freaking awesome. But I know the answer, but I want to ask you so that people, in case they wonder, um, the original content creator is not going to be added to beneficiaries,
Oh
correct?
yeah, no, of course. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will get a beneficiary of at least 5%. So minimum is 5%, and you cannot remove this. You cannot decrease the 5%. This is the minimum. You can, of course, increase it. It's the same as if, when we upload a piece of content to the embed uploader. We have also 10% for 3Speak Fund, and you cannot decrease it or remove it. And yeah,
Awesome.
so it's automatically. You don't have to think about it. Just remix content, upload it, and everyone is happy.
Yeah, yeah, because that could be one of the things that might make somebody go like, oh no, they're using my stuff and I'm not getting credit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you are. In two fronts. You're getting, for one, you're going to be mentioned in the video, but number two,
Yeah.
also that video does well, you also get a little kickback. So
I
I
will
think that's more
add
than fair.
this to this checkbox. That's an important info. I think I'll just write it down. Add info about beneficiary about
Yeah.
bene to checkbox. Yeah, that's super important. Also, that people will be linked automatically is also important, I think, because people tend to forget giving credits. It's not always it is a bad move. It's often people just forget.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let me check the
Uh,
list.
so
I think I
this is
made
pretty awesome, Tibbs.
some more
Yeah.
things.
What are we? And no pressure, because I want to make sure that we play the cards right.
Hmm.
Not like me trying to change the tire while the car is running. How far do you think we are from launching all this to Maine? Because it seems to me like we're already there, which is kind of like, wait, let me once over, make sure there's no bugs. But it seems to me we are already there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like, uh, we made a review round. So Eddie asked some people to check it out and give feedback, and they gave feedback, and we implemented the feedback, and I think we are good to go. But that was the same. I was telling the same before the preview round, and there were a few bugs that needed to get fixed. So in my opinion, we could go live with this in 1 or 2 days. But we need to
Yeah.
make a freeze now for features and for any wishes. Today, for example, I fixed the scheduling bug. It was a real bug in the front end. So if
Mm.
you scheduled a video, it was not handed over to the backend. That is fixed now. So also a pretty
Oh, okay,
important thing
okay.
for people who schedule their videos. And I also
Yeah,
made
we
it
have quite
a
a
little
few
bit
users
more
that do that.
beautiful, like that people will know or will see if they make the checkbox schedule video. They have a calendar then, and not just a little text box. And it will also
Awesome.
check because I thought it is something related to time zones, but it wasn't. That's why I also checked if the inputted date and time is in the past, and then you cannot upload. You'd have to uncheck the schedule function to be able to upload. Also, I did the same for title and text. So basically, you were able to upload something with a one character title, but in the end, you got an error because the title was too short, but you never saw the error, and all that stuff is now handled
Okay, okay.
before you
So
can press
so
proceed.
so now the front
Mhm.
end is protecting that from the happening. So the front
Yeah,
end
yeah.
is
Is making the
all right.
door
Cool.
closed. So the proceed button is gray, is not red, and yeah,
Until it meets the criteria.
yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
I mean, but that goes to it also should the embed service, I guess, more than the legacy one, since eventually I think we're going to move away from it. I think so. I don't. We haven't decided. But the back end should also validate those things, right? So
It
we
is
those
it
are.
is validating. It is validating, but you were not seeing the actual error message. You hit proceed, and
Oh, okay,
then
gotcha.
it was just saying error 400 or something like this. And if you check the browser console, you were able to see the actual error message that the title should be at least 5 to 250 characters long. But now it's just in the front end and the back end. Um, as you mentioned, embed service is something really cool, and I also agree we should migrate, but there are some things we need to cover, like the scheduling.
Mhm. That is
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
scheduling and finding a clever way to allow community encoder participation
yep,
too.
yep,
Because they're running encoders out of their home, so they don't have public IPs, so
yep,
the dispatcher can't reach them.
yep.
So I haven't figured that one out yet. Maybe we do it with tunneling. That could be a choice. Um, but I guess we could test, see if it's effective if we do with tunneling. But that means that also the installer for the encoder would would be a little more complex, because if I tell people just go ahead, yeah, SSH, do an SSH tunnel, and
Yeah, no.
or they might be like, oh no, that sounds kind of scary. And the idea of the community encoder is that it's easy, like it's literally one line, and then you install it and run it from your home computer.
Yeah,
So um, I really have to
Your internet is
The other
gone.
thing we've discussed, and
Ah, now you're back.
what you can't hear me?
You were
Okay.
lagging a lot, but
The other thing we haven't uh, fully decided on. You guys can't hear me? Huh.
yeah, now just say something.
I guess I.
Ah, no, it's you're stuttering.
Huh. Is it better now?
Yeah, yes,
It's better, right? All
yeah.
right, cool. Um, so the other thing we haven't really decided on, and I don't really know what to even push for is exactly what kind of services we would offer. I guess I'm going to put this on this video so that if whoever listens to it, maybe they can give us their feedback and see what they think. It is very important that ThreeSpeak remains or has a freemium model, meaning that anybody can come, join Hive, create an account, and use ThreeSpeak. That's very important. So that's never going to go away. But we have been discussing creating a tier, I guess you could say, of a premium service. Think of it like a YouTube memberships kind of thing. And one of the things that we've been discussing that we could do, which I think will be the nicest thing, especially if you're a content creator that makes a lot of content, and this will benefit you greatly because you get a lot of high paying posts, is if you are part of this service, like meaning that you have a membership, which you would pay monthly. You could pay with HBD, Hive, or maybe we can do a bridge where you can pay with any token. Then you don't pay beneficiaries on your posts. I think that could be great. So if we do, for example, 10 HBD a month, um, and you are a content creator that usually makes, I don't know, more than $100 or $120 of of revenue, when you that means that you would be paying $12 normally, out of actually more, because it's 11%, and this will save you money. You end up paying less, and you have that. But we also been thinking about what else could we give people for those $10. So here's some ideas that we threw out in a brainstorming session we were having. We throw out the idea of, like, okay, everybody gets encoded, obviously. People get captions. That was Tibfox shooting for that. But maybe not everybody gets all the high quality videos. So, like, if you are a paying member, then you get all the way to 1080. Maybe the freemium model does only 420. Um, Maybe the paying members get their videos stay on Hot Notes for longer. That means they're accessible in a faster way for maybe 2 months or 3 months or whatever we decide on. Maybe they also have priority encoding, which will mean that we have three encoders currently, maybe four very soon, because Eddie was saying that we might get Queso one as well, that kind of belong to the team, and those are online 24/7. They have public IPs. They have fast connections. So maybe paying members would get priority and get sent to those nodes so that their videos come out faster. So a few things that we've been thinking about. Uh, Again, the idea is not to make it to where we have two levels of citizenship and there's a second class citizen. We don't want to make it feel like that. Everybody should enjoy using the platform. Everybody should think it's an awesome experience regardless. But we're also trying to think of a way that the platform can be self-sustaining, and it could withstand market movements. Because right now we're so much reliant on the price of Hive that it makes it difficult for us to, you know, I guess see the light sometimes. If right now we're at, like, what, 6.5 cents for Hive, and the bills are being covered, but that's about it. so. So everybody's making sacrifices. Obviously, something I'm very grateful for. And I think this is a great segue to tell you guys something that Eddie and I have, I guess, negotiated. I don't know if that's the right word, but that we've discussed with Matt and whatnot regarding 3Speak. Because obviously the work that we're doing is for the community. I do it because I enjoy the crap out of it. I enjoy working with you guys. I think this team is pretty awesome. It's just cool, chill people that love to create and have a passion for it. So I couldn't ask in that sense, I couldn't ask for anything better. But I also know that people need to get paid. So we've come up with something. It could change in the future. I don't know. We come up with something that Three Speak is going to be basically paying Mantequilla Soft, our little group, uh, every month for the work that we do. And this month we got paid 16,000 hive for the work. Uh, and obviously, Dan and Matt are very impressed with everything that we're building and very grateful. So we're gonna split it in four, and you guys all are gonna get a chunk of that. Uh, and does that solve everybody's issues? Of course not. But I am extremely grateful that Matt and Dan are doing this. They don't have to do it, but they know that we have bills to pay. So I think that should make you guys happy. Uh, if anything, more than anything, because of the gratitude, the recognition of the work. That so when this call is over, Eddie is gonna send out the hive to you guys.
Cool.
It's I think that's pretty freaking cool. I don't know if no financial advice, but it's a good time to accumulate. you know.
Yeah.
So if you can do whatever you want with your hive. Obviously, it's yours. Nobody should be telling you what to do with a wallet. But at these prices, I think it's putting a little bit aside makes a lot of sense. Um, Eddie, do you want to say anything else before we call this meeting done? Queso, do you want to share something else? Queso, regarding, I do want to ask you something, but maybe only if Eddie doesn't have something to say. So don't let me forget, Queso. Regarding the audio thing that we're doing, I don't think that we're gonna launch it with preview brands that we have on right now. Even though we're getting close, because we are gonna, and this is the nature of development. We're gonna find a lot of bugs. It is what it is when people start using it. So there's gonna be some weeks of polishing and all that. So there's no rush. That said, we could integrate the audio into preview after to the preview branch after we make preview the main, and then begin working on that. I think that should be the next step. And do you think you're pretty close to getting it out of your local host and putting it on preview branch this week?
Yeah, sure. It's coming to preview branch. And the last time we talked, right, I told you guys that we have a lot on the preview branch already and that we want to release. So I don't think we should put out the audio right now, so we'll have something next, although we are still doing a lot, right? So let's just release what we have on the audio. We have too much. There's shorts, there's a lot of features on the short, in
Yeah.
fact, crazy features on the short. So let's just release that. So because what next I'm doing, I was talking to Eddie this evening. I told him that mainly I'm done with the audio. I'm moving to the onboarding system for for 3Speak rather. So that's what I'm moving on to. So this, in fact, let me just say tomorrow. Would if I call see, this is it. Are we still on record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is there are just some little things that just need to be done on the audio. Then it's a wrap up. I don't think there's anything. Just we are just 95. I'm 90% done, but I'll be leaving the playlists. I'm not going to be touching the playlist. Tibfox, you're going to complete it because I think you have the server already for the video playlist. So you just add a route that can handle the
Hmm.
audio playlist also. So that will be fine. So when I push to the preview, then we are good to go.
Yeah. 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 I agree. So we take the current preview,
Mm-hmm.
put the preview main into the preview, and then we override the current main with preview, and then you put
Yeah.
your stuff into the preview. Yeah. But that was something I wanted to ask you, because the playlists could just be albums, like EPs, playlists of users, of course, but also albums. If Raven is uploading her next album, she could just create a playlist, upload all of her music, and put all the stuff in the playlist. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I
Oh,
will
by
do
the way,
this.
do
Yeah.
playlists have thumbnails? They should. Do
Not
they have
not
thumbnails?
yet. Not yet. They have the first thumbnail of the first video if it works. So there's still some fallback and still not really finished. But I agree. When they are albums, they should have thumbnails.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, you want to say something before we call it done?
Yeah, I think we can do that to override the main with preview. I think we only just need to make a few more tests on the
Mm-hmm.
upload. I saw that you tested the schedule and it worked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tibfox,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new schedule.
yeah. I made a
You still
PR.
have to push those changes
I already did
is the
just a
PR
few.
already?
Yeah, a few
Already? Okay.
few hours ago. I was just not pinging you because I knew we will
Ah,
have
okay.
this call.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can tell
And
you the iPhone full screen thing is nothing we can fix easily. That's just too
okay.
iPhoney. We will definitely work on that, but I don't know if we should
Mhm.
postpone the preview release
I
just
can I can
because
send
this.
you an iPhone. No, just
Yeah. Mhm.
no, no,
Okay.
no. I know you won't touch it.
Yeah, we,
No.
we will get it done.
Uh,
You will do the testing again, and I will prepare some
mhm.
like we did for the shorts. We will get it.
Something that I wanted to mention, but maybe I'll make an issue just for that. For the Snappy player, the speed button is not working like on PicD, the Snappy player.
Ah.
The when you want to increase the speed. But I'll make a proper issue about that. I already have it described that.
Mhm.
And also there's like a weird rectangle like in the middle of the screen
Yeah,
on
I've
the
seen this
Snappy
too.
player.
Yeah, that's because of the
Hmm.
subtitles. Yeah, if there are no subtitles.
Ah, it's because of the subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Arr.
So, uh,
The pirate.
and I think that's it for this week. It was amazing meeting, guys, and let's keep pushing and let's continue.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we need to put Meno on the ship.
Yeah.
I think it's like a pirate.
That's right. That's right.
Captain Meno.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, awesome week. I'm proud of you all. I hope the Hive going to your wallet makes your day. It sure did mine.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and that's it.
Thanks. I stop
Peace.
recording. Peace.